Yes, so once again, welcome to the class, all of you. All good? So students, today we are going to discuss about solutions, है ना. हम solutions के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. इसके पहले in this chapter of is matter around us pure, or when we are discussing about the matter, हमने पढ़ा है कि what are elements, what are compounds, what are mixtures, isn't it? Mixtures, maybe we have also seen that what are homogeneous mixture and what are heterogeneous mixture. All these things we have discussed already in our previous classes in detail, है ना. हमने डिटेल में ये सारी चीज़ें पढ़ ली है. तो आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं about the solution. हमने पढ़ा था मिक्सचर के समय कि all homogeneous mixtures, if I am talking, yes, or the all solutions, I can say more properly, they are the homogeneous mixture, है ना. So what is solution? Solutions की properties क्या है, and what are the different types of solution? All these things we are going to discuss in today's class. So be there, all of you. Come on. चलो. So now what is a solution? जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि solution is what? It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components with very small, very small particle size. Okay, homogeneous, we know what do you mean by homogeneous. That means which is same throughout, है ना, एक जैसा दिखेगा. It is same throughout. Yeah, so it is such a homogeneous mixture जिसमें दो या दो से ज़्यादा components रहेंगे जिनका mixture रहेगा, और जो particle size रहेगी it will be very small. You know, I can say less than 1 nanometer also. How much small? So we can also write it down as it could be less than 1 नैनोमीटर. 1 नैनोमीटर से भी कम की पार्टिकल साइज रहेगी. सो हमको वो पार्टिकल्स तो दिखेंगे ही नहीं, इजंट इट. इसीलिए होमोजीनियस मिक्सचर रहेगा, होमोजेनिटी रहेगी. So the solutions they has homogeneity at a particle level. Now the word, what do you mean by homogeneity? Homogeneous तो हमको पता है. What is homogeneity? Can you say or can you tell me about that? Yes, homogeneity means in a simple way, if you want, हम बोल सकते हैं कि if we suppose for example take a very common example of lemonade. Yes, lemonade यदि हम लेते हैं और lemonade को यदि आप टेस्ट करोगे तो ऐसा लगेगा क्या कि पहले सिप में it tastes something else, then in another sip it tastes something different, or in the starting it is tasting something different, and in the end also that is the difference in the taste. रहता है क्या? No, isn't it? It tastes all over, all the way throughout same. That means it is maintaining this homogeneity. The solution has the homogeneity at the particle level. सारे particles हमेशा same सरीखे रहेंगे. Whatever the mixture it will be there. Got it? Definitely they are very small. इतने small कि even हम microscope के through भी शायद नहीं देख सकते, because it is less than 1 nanometer, as well as it has homogeneity at a particle level. Okay, that means throughout entirely we can say in a mixture this particles are evenly distributed, है ना, पूरी तरह से अच्छी तरह से डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुए रहेंगे. इसीलिए हमको उसका टेस्ट किसी भी सोल्यूशन का आप देखोगे, सो यू कैन टेस्ट इट all over the same, isn't it? Such solutions, students, इनको हम true solutions भी बोलते हैं. Yes, we can call them as a true solutions also. Why they are called as true solution? Yeah, actually when the particles of the components of a solutions, they are mixed, and they are mixed so well that we cannot distinguish them from each other. यदि मैंने 2 या 3 कंपोनेंट से वो सोल्यूशन बनाया है, तो उसके जो पार्टिकल्स रहेंगे वो एक दूसरे के साथ इतनी अच्छी तरह से मिक्स हो गए कि वी कैन नॉट डिफ्रेंशिएट. हम नहीं पता कर पाएंगे कि कौन सा पार्टिकल कौन से कंपोनेंट का है. तो ऐसे सोल्यूशन को हम ट्रू सोल्यूशन भी बोलते हैं. ये सच सोल्यूशंस आर कॉल्ड एज ट्रू सोल्यूशंस. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. अ वेरी बेसिक थिंग अबाउट सोल्यूशन. सोल्यूशन क्या है? या Now, if I go for the components of solution. In a solution, students, there are two main components. I can say One major, it is the solvent and the another is solute. अब सॉल्वेंट कुछ भी हो सकता है, सल्यूट कुछ भी हो सकता है, या लेकिन जो दो कंपोनेंट है वो है आपका सॉल्वेंट और सल्यूट. गॉट इट. सल्यूट एक से ज्यादा भी हो सकते हैं, it is possible. Yeah, so in that way we can, in the definition it is written two or more components. So this solvent and solute are the components of a solution. Now solutes can be one solute, it can be more also. Got it. Now what is solvent and what is solute? This is a very basic thing students. When we are discussing solution, हमको ये अच्छे से पता रहना चाहिए कि what do you mean by solvent and what do you mean by solute. So solvent क्या है? It is a component that dissolves the other component during the formation of a solution. है ना. देखो सपोज मैं एक सोल्यूशन बना रही हूँ, यानी दो कंपोनेंट्स को, दो चीज़ों को मिक्स कर रही हूँ. तो हम क्या करते हैं, किसी एक चीज में दूसरी चीज को डालते हैं. मैं राइट, इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट salt and water. So what I do, I take a glass of water, in that I will add the salt. So what I am doing, a component that dissolves the other component during the formation of a solution. That means जब मैं वो salt को water में डाल रही हूँ, तो वाटर क्या कर रहा है, सॉल्ट को अपने में डिसॉल्व कर रहा है. सो वाटर क्या हो गया, इट इज अ सॉल्वेंट. आर यू गेटिंग इट. यानी जो कंपोनेंट दूसरे को डिसॉल्व करता है वो हो गया सॉल्वेंट, और जो डिसॉल्व होता है दैट इज अ सॉल्यूट, इन अ वेरी सिंपल लैंग्वेज. Got it. So solvent is a component that dissolves the other component during the formation of a solution. और वो other component को हम क्या बोलते हैं, we call it as a solute. Yes. So solvent students, generally it is present in a large amount. Solvent हमेशा ज़्यादा रहेगा. Clear? Then solute क्या है? Solute is a component or a substance that is added to a solvent. जब मैं नमक को पानी में डाल रही हूँ, if I am adding salt to the water, that salt is a solute. And in what I am adding that salt, I am adding it in a water, so the water is a solvent. So this is what we call as a solute and solvent. What will I do? I will take more water as compared to the salt that I am adding. Yes, so therefore I say that the quantity of solvent is usually large. Yes, solvent are usually present in a large amount. I hope this is clear. Yeah, so the component of a solution that is dissolved in the solvent is a solute. So what is solute and what is solvent? यहाँ तक समझ में आया. Now the solute particles को हम एक और लैंग्वेज में या फिर एक और नाम से बोलते हैं. The solute particles are also called as a dispersed particles. You can see here. They are also called as dispersed particle or the dispersed phase. क्यों बोलते हैं dispersed particle? क्योंकि ये particle distributed होते हैं पूरे solution में, है ना. They are distributed evenly there, so we call them as a dispersed particles. And solvent are also called as dispersion medium, यानी ऐसा medium जिसमें particle dispersed हो रहे हैं. The medium in which the dispersed particles are there, they are dispersing. That means the solute is dispersing. Yeah, so that is again a solvent. So यदि आपको in any of the language, if there is a question or if you are reading something and these words are coming as a dispersed particle or dispersion medium, yeah, you have to keep in your mind, आपके mind में strike होना चाहिए कि we are talking about the solute and the solvent only. I hope this is clear. Yeah. So this complete system in which the substances are distributed as small particles of solid, liquid or gas in a suitable medium, ये पूरी medium को हम क्या बोलते हैं? We call it as a dispersion medium. ये पूरी medium को हम क्या बोलेंगे? We will call it as a dispersion medium. तो dispersion medium में क्या रहेगा? Dispersion medium में solute particles या फिर dispersed particles वो किसके हो सकते हैं? It can be of solid, it can be liquid or it can be of gas. They are dispersed there. Yeah, so that is called as a dispersion medium. I hope this is clear. So the two components of a solution, solute as well as solvent. Now, what are the different types of solution? There are types of solution. कैसे? जैसे मैंने आपको बताया salt in water. तो salt क्या है? It is a which form of matter? It is a solid form of matter. What is water? It is a liquid form of matter. So this type of solution, it will be solid in a liquid type. Got it? What it will be? It will be solid in a liquid type. Is this much clear? So हम लोग देख सकते हैं. If I talk about the types of solution, I can write here the first example. If I want to say solid in solid, any example is in your mind? Solid in solid, इसका कोई होगा example? Anyone? In the previous class जब हम mixture पढ़ रहे थे, I think I have given you the example for solid in solid also. Yes, it is also homogeneous mixture. Example of homogeneous mixture other than solution. Yes, it was alloy, isn't it? So the metal alloys, if I say, yes, more specifically if I write metal alloys, they are the examples of solid in solid type of solution. That means what happens in the solid in solid? If I talk about metal alloys, I can say brass, yes, is a solution of what? It is a solution of zinc and copper. और कौन किस में है? Zinc is present in copper. So I can write here, for example, brass, which is a solution of zinc in copper. Yeah. So this is an example of solid in solid type of solution. Okay. Now if I say solid in liquid. Solid in liquid type. So एक solid और एक liquid बता दो. There are so many examples for solid and liquid. कौन से हैं? Just now we have seen salt in water, that is a solid in liquid. Sugar in water, that is again a solid in liquid. Then any other? I'll give you some new example. एक नया example लेते हैं solid in liquid का. हम ले सकते हैं solution of iodine in alcohol. Yes, solution of iodine in alcohol. If I am talking iodine, students, iodine, it will be a tincture iodine. इसको iodine in alcohol को इसको क्या बताया? Another name is tincture iodine. Solution of iodine in alcohol, it is also called as tincture iodine. You must have heard this name. है ना? तो इसमें iodine क्या होता है? Iodine is a solid and alcohol is in a liquid form. तो solvent क्या हो गया students? I am saying iodine in alcohol. That means alcohol is a solvent and iodine is a solute. Got it? So there can be some question like that also. You have to identify what is solvent and what is solute. तो हमेशा याद रखोगे whatever is mixing or whatever is added in, that is solute, and in which that is added, that is solvent. In your mind you should keep this thing very firmly there. Okay. Now the third, I can say solid in solid it is there, solid in liquid is also there. Now can I say liquid in liquid? Any example for liquid in liquid? कौन सा example if I talk about liquid in liquid? Yes, आपने देखा है vinegar. How the vinegar is formed? When your acetic acid is dissolved in water. Acetic acid dissolved in water, it forms what? It is vinegar. Vinegar we use generally, है ना? Chinese बनाना है, कुछ बनाना है, we generally use vinegar. Am I right? So what is this? Acetic acid in water. So this is liquid in liquid. Acetic acid, again it is a solute which is liquid form. Water is a solvent, again it is in a liquid form. Got it? Now solid in liquid, I think we have sugar in water, that I have already given you. One more example we can take about now, gas. If I talk about gas, in gas, दोनों gas कौन सा होगा? Very common example, air, है ना? So many gases are mixed with each other in that. Now there is again, yeah, good question could be there from you. If it is a gas in gas type of solution, there are so many gases, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, so many gases. Which would be the solvent in this case? Solvent कौन सा होगा यहाँ पर? कि कौन सी गैस ज्यादा अमाउंट है जिसमें ये सारी गैसेस मिक्स हो रही है, साथ में रह रही है. So which is the gas which is in abundant? I told you solvent is always in a large amount. So if I talk about air, students, remember nitrogen, which is present generally in 78% of that, isn't it? So nitrogen acts as a solvent here. A new thing to know, नई चीज पता चली? Yes, yeah. So this is an example for gas in gas. Now the last I will say gas in liquid. अब कौन से गैस को लिक्विड आएगा? लिक्विड में डिसॉल्व किया है, व्हाट इज इट? कैन यू से? देयर आर सो मेनी, यू लाइक दैट, ऑल ऑफ यू मस्ट लाइक दैट. सोडा वाटर, yes, cold drinks, when we discuss, say there, soda water, what is there in that? The gas is there in the water, isn't it? So it is the type of solution which is of gas in liquid type. I hope this is clear. यहाँ तक समझ में आया everyone? Okay, so this was about the types of solution. If I move ahead, what will I see here? The properties of solution. Yes, if I want to discuss the properties of solutions, so what are the properties of solutions? First of all, a very common property that the particles will be very small. As I told you, it could be less than 1 nanometer also. उसके बाद में the solutions can pass through the ordinary filter paper as well as the animal membrane. इसका मतलब क्या है? Yes, that they can pass through ordinary filter paper and animal membrane. That means they cannot be separated by a simple method like filtration. Yes, so I can write here that is they cannot be separated from the mixture by filtration also. क्योंकि वो तो पास हो जा रहा है ना. फिल्ट्रेशन के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? हम फिल्टर पेपर यूज करेंगे. Some membrane I will use, but if it is passing through that membrane, that means it will not be separate from this method. Got it? Now the third property I can say, the solutions that do not scatter the beam of light passing through it. That means the path of light is not visible in solution. Yes, path of light is not visible. यदि beam of light को यदि हम light pass करेंगे वो solution पर से, so it is not scattered. Scattered नहीं होगी. क्यों नहीं होगी? क्योंकि अब हम बोल सकते हैं कि वो जो light है it is not pass through the solution. I hope this is clear. Or it is not visible, I can say, visible in the solution. The last property of a solution, I can say that the particles of the solutions are stable. Stable, that means they do not settle. Settle नहीं होंगे वो लोग. Yes, they will not settle down under influence of gravity. Gravity के influence में भी settle नहीं होंगे. That means we can say that the particles of the solutions are how? They are stable. Got it? So ये थी आपकी properties of solution. So what we have discussed? We have discussed what is solution. We have seen the components of solution, that is solvent and solute. फिर हमने देखा types of solutions और हमने अभी पढ़ा properties of solution. Remember students, मैंने इसके पहले की क्लास में भी बोला है कि if you know the characteristics, if you know the properties, you can give answers to many questions. Yes, distinguish between, if there is there, definitely by these properties and characteristics you can give the answers. You can make your own points like that, isn't it? So note it down all the things. Many things I am just telling you orally. So listen properly. सिर्फ लिखने में ध्यान नहीं दोगे, आप सुनो. Try to understand what I am telling, and if you want to write later on, second time when you will watch the video, at that time you can write it down also. Okay. And many things that is not written here and I am speaking, that also you can note it down. I hope this is clear. Now, students, you can see here that there are some, I have given you some names there. Yes, so what is it? This is the list of some substances. Yes, and the solvents. If I talk about sulfur, so what is a solvent for a sulfur? Do you know? Yes, it is carbon disulfide. Yes, यदि मैं बात करूँ phosphorus, so इसका भी solvent रहेगा carbon disulfide. Clear? If I want a solvent for a grease, so grease किस में dissolve होता है? Grease in petrol. For oil, again I can say petrol. Am I right? यदि मैं बात करती हूँ rust, you must have seen the rust. So for rust you have to use what? Oxalic acid as a solvent. If it is a nail polish, you all know what is it? Nail polish remover क्या रहता है? Acetone, isn't it? Then iodine, for that the solvent it is going to, I told you tincture iodine कैसे बनता है? Iodine in alcohol. So it is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. Then chlorophyll, the plant, pigment there. Yes, here you can write it down. Methylated, this is also alcohol, methylated spirit. Yes. Now nitre, what is nitre? Actually it is a salt of potassium nitrate. इसका solvent हो जाएगा students water. और पेंट किस में dissolve होता है? What is the solvent there? We know that always the painter use turpentine oil, है ना? Turpentine oil रहता है, उसमें वो लोग पेंट डालते हैं and they make it thin, isn't it? So all these are what? These all are the solvents. Remember, ये सारे क्या है? Solvents, and these are the, I can say, the substances that can be dissolved in the solvents. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? I hope this is clear, all of you. Now moving for the next, that is what is saturated and unsaturated solution. Now before this I would like to add one more thing there. एक चीज़ मैं और बताना चाहूँगी आप लोगों को यहीं पर कि you must always also be knowing what about the aqueous solution and what is your non-aqueous solution. जैसे कि मैंने अभी आपको बताया था कि यहाँ पर हमने ये वाले जो लिस्ट देखी, यहाँ पे you can see there are so many different solvents. Some is water, petrol, alcohol, isn't it? Carbon disulfide. So इसी के basis पे, yes, we can also make as an aqueous solvent, non-aqueous solvent. So what do you mean by aqueous solvent and non-aqueous solvent? Yes, that part we will discuss. I'll just try to write it down. Should I take some other color? Just let me know. Is this color? So I will use white only. I don't know whether it would be visible for you all. If I talk about the aqueous and non-aqueous students, क्या होता है aqueous solution और या फिर aqueous solvent किसको बोलते हैं? Now if the solution is made by dissolving the solutes in water, then it is called as an aqueous solution, or water will be the aqueous solvent. Example here it is your water. Water को हम aqueous solvent बोलते हैं. क्यों बोलते हैं aqueous? What is the aqueous solution? I can write here solutions made by dissolving solute कोई भी हो सकता है, okay, in water. If that solute is dissolved in water, then is what this is called an aqueous solution. I hope this is clear. तो जब भी solvent water है तो वो और क्या रहेगा? It is your aqueous solution. Yes, similarly if I say the solutions made by dissolving solutes in organic liquid. यदि organic liquid में solute dissolve हो रहा है, one example I can say acetone, है ना? So then they are called as what? Non-aqueous solution. So example क्या हो जाएगा non-aqueous का? You can take acetone as an example. Acetone as an example of what? It is an example of non-aqueous. I hope this is clear. The space was less, so I have written like that. But I am repeating. What are the aqueous solution? When the solutions are made by dissolving the solutes in water, we call as an aqueous solution, and that's why water is an aqueous solvent. But when the solutions are made or they are prepared by dissolving solutes in some organic liquid, yes, they are called as non-aqueous solution. Acetone is a non-aqueous solvent. Okay, so this is you should remember, ये आपको पता रहना चाहिए. Now moving for the saturated and unsaturated solution. That is, what is saturated and what are unsaturated solution. This is very simple, basic thing. In a normal language we say that, oh, today I am much saturated, I don't want to do any work. What do you mean by that? क्या होता है? Same thing is there with the solution. Yeah, actually students, suppose I am making some solution, है ना? हम definitions बाद में देखते हैं. Just first listen properly. I am trying to make you very simple this thing. If I am making a solution, तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं solution बनाने के लिए? I am mixing a solute in a solvent. Am I right? तो चलो आप ले लो. You can imagine that you are adding some salt in water. A very simple example. Okay. So when you add some salt in water, है ना, पानी में आप salt डाल रहे हो, उसको dissolve कर रहे हो, उसको stir कर रहे हो with a spoon, you will see that the salt will dissolve completely, है ना, पूरी तरह से dissolve हो जाएगा. फिर और थोड़ा सा salt लो, फिर से डालो, फिर से उसको mix करो, फिर से dissolve हो जाएगा, फिर और थोड़ा डालो. Then in that way, if you will increase the quantity of solute, you have to keep at the same temperature, है ना. जो भी temperature पे आप रख रहे हो, you have to keep the temperature constant. And if I am adding more and more solute in a solvent and then mixing it, the solute, it will be get dissolved in a solvent. But कब तक? There will be a point, students, जब वो salt अब dissolve नहीं होगा वो solvent में. आपको salt दिखेगा, that means it is not dissolving. Now the solvent is not taking that salt. That is what? That is the saturation point. Got it? और वो point पे हम बोलते हैं कि now the solution has become what? The solution has become saturated. है ना? Now, what is the funda or what is the logic behind this? We know that the particles, interparticular space रहता है ना? When we have discussed the matter, वहीं पे हमने पढ़ा था. तो जब हम salt particles डाल रहे हैं, salt को डाल रहे हैं, तो उसके particles आपके water के particles के space के बीच में they are going and they are adjusting. In that way, the solution is forming, है ना? Mixture बन रहा है. लेकिन एक ऐसा समय आएगा जब सारे spaces भर गए. Now there is no space for the salt particles, more salt particles to be added to get fixed within the water particles. तो क्या होगा? वो particles बाहर ही रहेंगे. It will not get mixed. So that point where the solute do not mix with the solvent at the same temperature, we call that is a saturated or saturation point, and that point we say that the solution has become saturated solution. समझ में आया? You can do this at your home also, but don't take a lot of water क्योंकि it will take a lot of salt also. If you will take थोड़ा सा पानी लो और उसमें थोड़ा थोड़ा salt डाल के देखो, एक समय ऐसा आएगा definitely students that the salt will not get dissolved. समझ जाना कि वो आपका solution तब क्या हो गया, it has become saturated. और जब तक salt dissolve होते जा रहा है, that means the solution was unsaturated. Got it now? What is saturated and unsaturated solution? So now we will see the definition. A solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at that temperature. This is important, है ना? Temperature same रहना चाहिए. That is important. That is called as saturated solution. So I can say that the solution or the saturated solution contains what? Maximum amount of solute. क्योंकि उससे ज़्यादा जब डाल रहे हैं हम सल्यूट तो वो डिजॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है, यानी जब सोल्यूशन सैचुरेटेड है उस समय में उसमें सल्यूट सबसे ज़्यादा है. द मैक्सिमम दैट कैन बी एडेड इट इज देयर. Yes, so the saturated solution has maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in it at that temperature. Again I am making or giving the stress to this word. Why I am giving stress? क्योंकि suppose students, आपका saturation point आ गया, a point where the salt is not getting dissolved, and then if you will heat that solution, उसको थोड़ी सी heat दोगे ना, the salt starts dissolving again. So at that time the solution becomes unsaturated. लेकिन कब हो रहा है? When I am changing that temperature, I am increasing the temperature. Yes, so that is very important कि हमको saturation और unsaturation जो भी देखना है, we have to see at a fixed temperature. जो भी temperature में हमने एक बार start किया, you have to keep the temperature that only. Got it? So a solution in which more quantity of solute can be dissolved without raising its temperature, it is unsaturated solution. Clear? So unsaturated solution, students, contains less amount of solute than the, I can write here, unsaturated solution. उसमें सल्यूट कितना रहेगा, ज़्यादा रहेगा कि कम रहेगा as compared to saturated? Definitely it would be less, isn't it? That's why we can add more and more. So unsaturated solutions contains less amount of solute than the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved. जितना वो डिसॉल्व हो सकता है उससे कम अमाउंट ऑफ सल्यूट रहेगा at that temperature. That is again important, at that temperature. Am I right? So this is what is saturated and unsaturated solution. यहाँ तक समझ में आया क्या? क्योंकि जब हम टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज कर देंगे तो क्या होता है, वी नो विद द इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर द काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीजेस. काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज होगी तो क्या होगा, द पार्टिकल स्टार्ट्स टू मूव फास्टर. एनर्जी गेन करेंगे तो मूव करने लगेंगे तो जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन है वो कम होगा. यस, सो द पार्टिकल्स विल मूव more away as compared to the previous temperature. सो द इंटर पार्टिकल स्पेस बढ़ जाएगी. जब स्पेस बढ़ जाएगी तो वो जो सॉल्ट के पार्टिकल्स है वो उसमें जाके ऐड हो सकते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई इट विल अगेन स्टार्ट्स टू डिसॉल्व. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. व्हाट इज द रीजन दैट व्हेन वी इंक्रीज व्हाई द सॉल्यूट विल अगेन डिसॉल्व. यस, एट दैट टाइम the solution again becomes unsaturated, but that for that particular temperature. Now students, I just want to ask you two things. What happens if a saturated solution at a particular temperature is heated? Just now I told you क्या होगा. यदि एक saturated solution को, that means ऐसा solution जिसमें अब और भी solute नहीं ऐड हो रहा है, no more solute is going to be added. Yes, वो एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर से उसको हीट कर रहा जा रहा है, दैट मीन्स वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द टेम्परेचर. Then what happens? Can you say what will happen to this solution? Yeah, we can say that when the temperature is it is heated, that means by increasing the temperature, what happened? The solution becomes unsaturated. Yes, solution becomes, और we can say saturated solution becomes unsaturated. फिर से वो unsaturated बन जाएगा. Why? Because solubility of a solute, what happens to that? Increases on heating, I can say, है ना. किसी भी solute की solubility उसको हीट करने से बढ़ जाएगी, एंड मोर सॉल्यूट कैन बी डिसॉल्व. गॉट इट? समझ में आया? दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन अ सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन एट अ पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर इज हीटेड. सिमिलरली, if a saturated solution at a particular temperature is cooled down, उसको ठंडा कर दिया है, that means we are lowering the temperature. Yes, so by lowering temperature what happens? आपने तो मैम बताया इंक्रीज करेंगे, तो देखो अभी टेम्परेचर को लोअर कर रहे हैं, दैट मीन्स क्या हो रहा है? द एनर्जी इज बिकमिंग लेस, मोर लेस. सो द पार्टिकल्स क्या हो गए? ठंडा होने के कारण जो पार्टिकल्स जितनी स्पेस में थे वो और पास में आ जाएंगे. Am I right? So the interparticular space becomes more and more lesser as compared to the previous. तो जो salt particles, we are taking just an example of salt and water, that's why I am again and again saying salt particle, है ना. तो वो जो solute particle रहेंगे, for example, very sorry, just a minute. Yeah, वो जो solute particle रहेंगे students, that means for example salt, they will be come out. जो पहले से डिसॉल्व हो गए रह गए वो भी बाहर निकलेंगे थोड़े थोड़े, क्योंकि the space has become less, the interparticular space has become less by lowering the temperature. Yeah, so I can say by lowering the temperature what happens? Some of the dissolved solute will separate out. वो बाहर निकल जाएगा, सेपरेट हो जाएगा. How? In a form of solid crystals. सॉलिड क्रिस्टल्स के फॉर्म में वो हमको बाहर दिखेंगे. वो सॉल्वेंट में वो सोल्यूशन बाहर, यानी बाहर नहीं निकल जाएंगे, बट इट विल बी देयर इन अ सॉल्वेंट. वी कैन सी दैट इन दैट सोल्यूशन कि वो अलग से पार्टिकल्स है. या this happens why? Because again here there will be the solubility of solute. क्या होता है? It decreases on cooling. अब ये क्यों हो रहा है? I told you the exact reason. In both the cases the reason is the particle size, the interparticular space, not size, sorry, the interparticle space. वहाँ पे ऊपर में because of the increase in kinetic energy the space increases. Here by lowering the temperature the interparticular space starts to decrease, and that's why the solute that was already dissolved, it comes out. Some of it, not all. Yes, it depends upon how much temperature it is lowered. I hope this is clear. Now in this part we are saying again and again solubility. So what is this solubility? कोई बोलेगा, कोई किसी को पता है what do you mean by solubility? हम बोल तो रहे हैं, लेकिन solubility क्या होता है? Yes, so come on, we will discuss what is solubility, students. Solubility actually, it is a maximum amount of solute which can be dissolved in 100 gram of a solvent at a particular temperature. Yes, maximum amount of solute when it is dissolved in 100 grams of a solvent. The solvent can be anything. यदि वाटर सॉल्वेंट है तो हम बोलेंगे मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्यूट डिसॉल्व इन 100 grams of water. At a particular temperature, it will be the solubility of solute in that solvent. ठीक है, क्या है solubility समझ में आया अभी? यानी कितना सल्यूट, मैक्सिमम सल्यूट जब हम डिसॉल्व करते हैं 100 ग्राम ऑफ सॉल्वेंट में एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर में, वो उसकी सल्यूबिलिटी हो गई. यानी सैचुरेशन जो हम बोल रहे हैं उसी को अलग ढंग से हम बोलेंगे सल्यूबिलिटी, बिकॉज आफ्टर दैट अमाउंट, वो मैक्सिमम अमाउंट के बाद का जो अमाउंट है वो डिसॉल्व होने नहीं वाला है. Isn't it? So that part or that is what is called as solubility. So अलग-अलग substance की solubility definitely अलग-अलग रहेगी. Yes, the solubility of different substance, it will be different in the solvent. For example, if I take water as a solvent, तो सभी की solubility अलग-अलग रहेगी. For example, यदि मैं बात करती हूँ copper sulfate. Yes, solubility of copper sulfate, students, in water at a particular temperature. If I take a temperature as 20 degrees Celsius, the solubility of copper sulfate at 20 degrees Celsius in water, it is 21 grams. यानी कितना अमाउंट चल रहेगा, 21 ग्राम्स डालने से वो उसकी सॉल्युबिलिटी हो गई. यस, 21 ग्राम ऑफ कॉपर सल्फेट 100 ग्राम ऑफ वाटर में ऐड कर सकते हैं, उससे ज्यादा नहीं. Because that is the solubility that can only be dissolved in the water till then. उससे कम कर सकते हो बट उससे ज्यादा नहीं. Similarly, सोडियम क्लोराइड आपका जो कॉमन सॉल्ट है उसका solubility कितना है, 36 grams in water, 100 grams of water. Okay, then if I talk about sugar, sugar has a higher solubility, that is 204 grams. Again, I am talking about the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius in each case. So I can say that the solubility of different substance in water is different. I hope this is clear, students. Now come on fast, we will see the effect of temperature and pressure on the solubility also. If I say क्या effect होता है temperature और pressure दोनों का solubility. यदि मैं सॉलिड इन लिक्विड की बात करती हूँ, solubility of solid in liquid. Yes, so this solubility of solid in liquid usually increases, students, on increasing the temperature. What is it? It increases on increasing temperature. Increases on increasing the temperature. Increasing the temperature. जैसे आप टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओगे तो सॉलिड इन लिक्विड की सॉल्युबिलिटी वो भी बढ़ेगी. यस, as well as with that it decreases, students. Yes, it decreases on decreasing the temperature. टेम्परेचर यदि आप कम करोगे सो वो सॉल्युबिलिटी भी कम हो जाएगी, और टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओगे तो सॉल्युबिलिटी भी बढ़ जाएगी. किसमें? If I am talking about solid in water. Yes, if I talk about solubility of gas in liquid, so I can say it decreases on increasing the temperature. Temperature को बढ़ाएंगे तो ये कम हो जाएगी. If I am talking gas in liquid, just remember this thing, students. It is reverse. Yes, and it decreases on increasing the temperature. At the same time, it increases on decreasing the temperature. Yes, it increases on decreasing the temperature. यानी उल्टा है, decreasing the temperature. अब ये हो गया आपका temperature पे क्या होगा. If I talk about pressure, yes, if I talk about the pressure, so solubility of a solid in liquid, it remains unaffected by change in pressure. Yes, it remains unaffected by what? By changing the pressure. I hope this is also clear. And what about the solubility of gas and liquid का pressure पे क्या effect होगा? This decreases, again I can say decreases on decreasing the pressure. Yes, we can write decreases on decreasing the pressure. You have to remember this thing. कैसे ये हो रहा है देखो. Now I am just giving you one example. Listen it carefully. If I talk about solubility of solid in liquid, yes, temperature वाला तो I think you got it how the temperature is affected. If I am talking about the pressure, अब यदि आप लेते हो वाटर जिसमें एयर रहती है, जनरली द वाटर इज हैविंग द एयर, यस, इन विच द एयर इज डिजॉल्व. नाउ व्हेन दिस वाटर इज हीटेड, जब हम ये पानी को हीट करते हैं तो क्या होता है, द डिजॉल्व एयर कम्स आउट. वो जो डिजॉल्व एयर है वो क्या होगा, पानी में से बाहर निकलेगा. यस, इट कम्स आउट. क्यों बाहर निकल रहा है, बिकॉज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, यस, वो बबल्स के फॉर्म में, क्योंकि हम वाटर को जब बॉईल कर रहे हैं, गर्म कर रहे हैं, वी सी द बबल्स आर कमिंग आउट. व्हाट आर दिस, दिस इज व्हाट द एयर इज कमिंग आउट ऑफ दैट. So this or the solution of a gas in liquid, if I am talking about students, yes, it decreases on increasing the temperature. I hope this is clear. Yes, if I am talking about this part, गैस इन लिक्विड की बात कर रहे हैं तो गैस इन लिक्विड यानी एयर की बात कर रही हूँ वाटर में. क्या बोला है, जब हमने उसका टेम्परेचर बढ़ा दिया तो सॉल्युबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो रही है. कैसे डिक्रीज हो रही है, क्योंकि वो जो गैस है वो बाहर निकल रही है इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ बबल्स. दैट मीन्स द जो है द स्पेस इज बिकमिंग व्हाट, द गैस इज कमिंग आउट देयर. गॉट इट. If I talk about the same thing, solubility of gas in liquid का प्रेशर पे इफेक्ट क्या हो रहा है, you can take a very common example of soda water. सोडा वाटर में क्या रहता है, गैस रहता है, गैस इन वाटर एज बी टोल्ड नाउ जस्ट नाउ. कौन सी गैस रहती है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस वी नो. सो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस इज डिसॉल्व इन वाटर अंडर अ प्रेशर. इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट अ सोडा वाटर, व्हेन अ बॉटल ऑफ सोडा वाटर स्टूडेंट्स इट इज ओपन, तो क्या हो रहा है, वो प्रेशर रिलीज हो रहा है जब हम बॉटल को खोल रहे हैं. सो द प्रेशर फॉल्स एंड इट डिक्रीजेस, इट इज रिलीज, दैट मीन्स द प्रेशर इज डिक्रीजिंग. तो प्रेशर डिक्रीज हो रहा है तो गैस क्या हो रहा है, गैस इज कमिंग आउट. यस, सो अगेन बाय डिक्रीजिंग द प्रेशर द सॉल्युबिलिटी डिक्रीजेस, इट इज कमिंग आउट, यानी जो सॉल्युबल था वो बाहर निकल रहा है, इट इज कमिंग आउट. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. So by this two example I think I had explained you about the gas in liquid. About solid in liquid again it is simple, you can take many. आप बहुत सारे example ले सकते हो solid in liquid के, जैसे कि salt and water a very common. उसी के साथ आप देख सकते हो कि temperature और pressure से कैसे effect करता है. I hope now this is also very clear to all of you. So this was about the solubility. We have discussed about the solution in detail, the types of solution. We have seen saturated, unsaturated solution, as well as we have seen what is solubility. Now one more small part is remaining students, which is concentration of solution. Yes, concentration of solution पे कुछ numericals आते हैं. There are some numericals which comes on this part. So I am just taking it very fast and we will solve two numericals and we will end the class in this way. Okay. Now we know that solution is a homogeneous mixture with a very small particle size, है ना. तो concentration of solution क्या है, that means solution का concentration. So in a solution the relative proportion of solute and solvent can be varied. हमको पता है कोई भी सोल्यूशन बनाएंगे तो उसमें सॉल्वेंट और सोल्यूट का प्रोपोर्शन चेंज हो सकता है. यस, इट इज नॉट फिक्स्ड, इट कैन बी चेंज, इट इज वेरिड. नॉट डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द अमाउंट ऑफ सोल्यूट प्रेजेंट इन अ सोल्यूशन, हम उसको बोल सकते हैं डाइल्यूट. यस, या फिर हम उसको बोलते हैं कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड सोल्यूशन. आपने ये भी सुना होगा व्हाट इज डाइल्यूट सोल्यूशन एंड व्हाट इज कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड. When we see the chemical reaction, we say dilute hydrochloric acid, concentrated hydrochloric acid. Now what is this? This is the amount of solute that is present in a solvent, है ना. So dilute और concentrated क्या है, ये दोनों comparative terms है. For example, यदि मैं ऐसा एक beaker ले रही हूँ, if I am taking this two beakers and suppose in this beaker आई हैव एडेड शुगर, या अब ये वाले बीकर में आप देखो शुगर पार्टिकल्स, ये जो डॉट डॉट बता रही हूँ, दिस आर नथिंग बट द sugar particles. Very sorry. Yes, so now this is a sugar solution, students. What can you see here in this sugar solution? These are the sugar particles, है ना? This is the sugar particle. Here also these are the sugar particles. तो A वाले solution में और A वाले beaker में, this is a beaker A and this is beaker B. Can you see the particles are less? So this is your dilute solution. और यहाँ पे sugar particles ज़्यादा है. So this is what we called as a concentrated solution. I hope ये समझ में आ गया what is concentrated and what is dilute. जब भी solution में solute कम रहेगा, काफ़ी कम रहेगा as compared to the solvent, it is dilute. Yes, concentrated means the amount of solute it will be more as compared to solvent. So that will be the concentrated solution. I hope this is clear. So what is dilute, students? When in a solution amount of solute is in small amount. Yes, I can say here dilute means when in a solution amount of solute is what? Amount of solute is less. Yes, is less, or in the low concentration it is dilute. And if I am talking about concentrated बोला तो concentrated में हम बोल सकते हैं solution having a large amount of solute. Yes, solution having large amount of solute. If it is there, we can say that it is a concentrated solution. यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Two types of solution यहाँ पर again dilute and concentrated. तो इसी के basis पे हम concentration of solution को define कर सकते हैं. Yes, that means what is it? The concentration of solution is the amount of solute present in a given quantity. Whether it is a small amount, whether it is large amount. Yes, so we can calculate the concentration of solution. उसका formula है आपका concentration of a solution which is equals to, you have to remember this, students, it is amount of solute upon amount of solution. Yes, this is what is the formula for the concentration of a solution. Now concentration of solution can be expressed in different ways. अलग अलग ways से हम उसको express कर सकते हैं, लेकिन सबसे common way है आपका percentage method. Yes, अब percentage method में भी 3 method है जो हम generally देखते हैं. So I will give you the formula for this 3 very fast. If I talk when a solid solute dissolve in liquid, यदि solute solid है और आपका solution liquid है या फिर solvent liquid है, yes, तो उसमें हम 2 मेथड से कर सकते हैं, mass by mass percentage of a solution. Now what is this mass by mass percentage of a solution? That means in this case we will find the concentration of solution which is equals to mass of a solute. Yes, mass of a solute upon mass of a solution multiply by 100. 100 क्यों ले रहे हैं? Because this is a percentage method. हमारा आंसर जो आएगा वो हम परसेंटेज में निकाल रहे हैं. That's why I am multiplying it by 100. Okay. So what does this mean? यानी mass of a solute in a gram present in 100 gram of solvent. Yes, और a solution. यानी दोनों आपका solute और solution या solvent वो किस में दिया जाएगा? वो रहेगा आपका grams में. Okay. Similarly, there is mass by volume percentage. तो इसमें भी concentration of solution आप कैसे निकालोगे? Same thing. Concentration of solution it would be by the formula mass by volume है ना? So what it would be there if it is a mass by volume, students? It is mass of solute yes, mass of solute upon वॉल्यूम ऑफ सोल्यूशन, है ना। सोल्यूशन जो दिया रहेगा वो आपको मिलीलीटर या ऐसे में दिया रहेगा जिसमें उसका वॉल्यूम दिया है। एट दैट टाइम यू विल यूज दिस फॉर्मूला। इफ अ लिक्विड सोल्यूट इज डिसॉल्विंग इन अ लिक्विड सॉल्वेंट, दोनों लिक्विड है तो आप यूज करोगे वॉल्यूम बाय वॉल्यूम परसेंटेज। इसके हिसाब से आपका फॉर्मूला आ जाएगा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ सोल्यूशन इज इक्वल्स टू concentration of solution which is equals to volume of solute, yes, volume of solute divided by volume of solution, yes, multiply by 100। इसका मतलब होता है कि दोनों आपका जो solute और solvent है दोनों you will measure in some milliliters or like that, yes, it would be, that means we will take it in a volume. We can say that the concentration of a solution is the volume of a solute in milliliter which is dissolved in 100 ml of solution. I hope this is clear students, yes। अब बहुत बार क्वेश्चन में आपको यहाँ पे दिया है सोल्यूशन का वॉल्यूम, तो यहाँ पर भी दिया है वॉल्यूम ऑफ सोल्यूशन, कभी कभी रहेगा मास, तो सोल्यूशन का दिया है क्वेश्चन में, सॉल्वेंट और सोल्यूट दोनों दिया रहता है, तो हम क्या करेंगे उस समय में हम लोग फॉर्मूला यूज कर सकते हैं कि वॉल्यूम ऑफ अ सोल्यूशन, यस, वॉल्यूम ऑफ अ सोल्यूशन, और आई कैन से मास ऑफ अ सोल्यूशन, है ना, दोनों कुछ भी रहा तो वी कैन टेक इट एज मास ऑफ अ सोल्यूशन, वी कैन टेक इट एज व्हाट, वॉल्यूम और मास ऑफ सोल्यूट, yes, plus volume or mass of a solvent. Just a minute, I will erase this thing. I can write here, we will make it one only, yes, it would be one and the same। यदि आप वॉल्यूम ले रहे हो तो भी वही आएगा, मास ले रहे हो तो भी वही आएगा। I can say वॉल्यूम ऑफ solute, yes, plus वॉल्यूम ऑफ solvent। Similarly, if I want to find the mass of a solution, it will be mass of a solute plus mass of a solvent। यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Come on, now we will just solve this। What is the question? A solution contains 50 grams of sugar dissolved in 350 grams of water। Calculate the concentration of solution। आप क्या देख सकते हो, दोनों ग्राम में दिया है, yes, that means it is mass by mass, am I right? So what is given in a question students? Mass of a solute is given। अब solute क्या है यहाँ पर, sugar है कि water है? Definitely it is sugar, yes, it is your sugar which is 50 grams। Then mass of water दिया है, so water is what? It is your solvent, है ना, सॉल्वेंट विच इज इक्वल्स टू 350 ग्राम्स। यदि वाटर सॉल्वेंट है तो ये सोल्यूशन कैसा है, दिस इज एक्वियस सोल्यूशन, एम आई राइट? वी हैव जस्ट डिस्कस व्हाट इज एक्वियस एंड व्हाट इज नॉन एक्वियस। नाउ वी वांट टू फाइंड द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ सोल्यूशन। हमको क्या निकालना है, कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ सोल्यूशन। बट कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ सोल्यूशन निकालने के लिए मेरे पास चाहिए कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ व्हाट, कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ sorry, I want mass of solution, but I don't have mass of solution। तो सबसे पहले हम निकालेंगे therefore mass of solution is equals to, yes, what is there, solution का mass क्या रहेगा, mass of solute plus mass of solvent, am I right? So what is mass of solute? It is your 50 grams. Mass of solvent is 350 grams. So that is equals to 400 grams। तो आपका solution का mass हो गया 400 grams। Am I right? Now I can find the concentration of your solution। So what is concentration of solution? It is your mass of solute divided by mass of solvent, yes, mass of solution multiply by 100। So put the value, solute का mass है 50 ग्राम, solution का अभी हमने निकाला, it is 400 multiply by 100, this 100 cancel, 50 divided by It is 50 divided by 4. So that would be what? It is 12.5 percentage. Yes. So my answer is concentration of sugar solution. ये sugar solution ही है ना? Is what? It is 12.5 percentage. Isn't this easy? Easy है कि नहीं है? Yes, they are very easy. If I go with one more question, what is given if 2 ml of acetone is present in 45 ml of aqueous solution? Calculate the concentration of solution. यहाँ पर भी क्या दिया है? दोनों ml में है. So it is volume by volume, students. So what is given here? Given it is there volume of acetone. Acetone it is there, students. आप बोलोगे कि मैम एसीटोन तो आपने बोला इट इज नॉन एक्वियस, बट व्हाट इज गिवन इन अ क्वेश्चन दैट दिस एसीटोन इज प्रेजेंट इन इट्स एक्वियस सॉल्यूशन. दैट मीन्स हियर द एसीटोन इज सॉल्यूट, सॉल्वेंट नहीं है. यस. सो कितना है वो? 2 ml है. और आपका जो वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉल्वेंट है, यस, वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉल्वेंट इज व्हाट? इट इज, oh no, it is not solvent. They have directly given you solution only. So they have make your one step, एक step आपका कम कर लिया. उन लोगों ने directly आपको solution ही दे दिया है. So volume of solution they have given you 45 ml. So this is very easy. So there is no need to find the volume again. So हम निकाल सकते हैं concentration of solution. Concentration of solution is what? It is equals to, what is it, students? Mass of, or the sorry, volume of solute divided by volume of solution multiply by 100. So solute का volume है आपका 2, इसके बाद 45 multiply by 100. If I divide this, it is 200 divided by 45, which comes to be 4.4 percentage. So my answer will be the concentration of acetone solution is 4.4% by volume. You have to write it down by volume. Yes, because it is given as a volume. I hope this is clear. So we have discussed the solutions in detail. We have seen some numericals on the basis of concentration of solutions also. In the next class, we will discuss what are colloids and what is suspension. Yes. Hope you like the class, students. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in a comment box. और आप हमारा ऐप भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. That is the Arth Academy app from the Play Store. And you can subscribe the channel so that you can get the videos, you can get the notifications for the video. आपको यदि class पसंद आया, you can like it. Yes. And you can share it with your other friends also, and please subscribe the channel. So thank you, students. See you in the next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, keep learning, and all the best for your studies. I am also sharing you the link of the Arth Academy app that you can download for getting some notes, question answers, and some tests from this part of the subject. Yes, till then all of you, bye bye, take care, see you all. Bye, students.